Good morning, Quincy. Today is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026. This is your daily local update for Quincy, George, Winchester, Crescent Bar, and all of the 98848. If it matters to our community, we're talking about it. In the next few minutes, we'll cover today's weather, what's happening around town, school sports and activities, school, city council, police, fire, church, community, and local business news. Whether you're heading to work, getting kids out the door, or just easing into your day, we're here to help you stay connected with what's happening in our community. Grab your coffee, get ready for your day, and let's start with today's forecast. Cold this morning, currently sitting around freezing or a little below, depending on whether you're in town or just outside of town. Expect to warm up and defrost those cars this morning. With the humidity as high as it is right now, there's a strong chance of frost this morning on your vehicles. Areas of fog in the early morning before 11 a.m., so it's definitely a good morning to give yourself a few extra minutes of safety so you're not rushing in a cold car that's still frozen over. Otherwise, mostly sunny this afternoon with a high near 46, north wind 3 to 6 miles an hour. Dipping back down tonight, mostly clear with a low around 30 tonight, overnight, with north winds around 8 miles per hour. Our Jacks had the night off last night all the way around, so I hope you all got some good rest. Take this opportunity to tell your Jacks how proud we are of their commitment to continued improvement in their chosen sports. Today is National Flannel Day, if you're looking for that reason to celebrate. I love my flannel sheets in the winter. I don't know about you guys. I love flannel shirt, but honestly, like flannel sheets, yes. So, amazing reason to celebrate. It's National Safer Internet Day, so remember to practice your good internet practices today. Don't click on things you don't know what they are, and don't answer emails that you don't know who they're from. It's National Cream Cheese and Brownie Day. I have no idea what that is, but I really, really would like to find out. Just from the sound of it on the surface alone, it kind of sounds amazing, so maybe I'll have to find someone who actually has a recipe for that, because I don't. And if you need one more reason to celebrate, it's National Umbrella Day, so that's almost a guarantee that you're probably not going to need one today. Now, of course, I say that, so you probably will. Sorry about that. Today, happening around Quincy Senior Center has an exercise class today and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Also on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they play Mexican Train at 6:30 p.m. after dinner. If you'd like to know the menu for each day, we'll have it posted to our website, welcomequincywa.com, in the notes section every day. Quincy Valley Historical Society is having a collection circle event. It's a 5-week session to organize and care for the objects and documents entrusted to their care. It runs on Tuesdays from February 3rd to March 3rd from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the Heritage Barn. Training and refreshments are provided. If you have questions or want to RSVP, call Harriet at 509-398-1949. The Quincy Rec Department is hosting a Kids Play Cribbage event Tuesday the 10th, that would be today, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Quincy Activity Center, 105 2nd Avenue Southeast. Big things are happening at the Quincy Public Library today. It's going to be a busy day at the library. We're bringing multiple community resources together under one roof to make your day easier and more convenient and full of support. The Department of Licensing will be there from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you need to renew your license or you're thinking about getting an enhanced license, the Department of Licensing will be taking appointments throughout the day up to 4:30 p.m. It's a first come, first serve unless you reserve your spot. So call 509-787-2359 to reserve your spot and get a reminder of your appointment. The Washington State Department of Health is hosting their Care of Van program from 10 to 2. I always say that one too fast. Stop by for free medical services, health information, and helpful resources for you and your family. It's a great chance to take care of important wellness needs close to home. Some of the services being offered are blood pressure and blood glucose screenings, mental health services, telehealth referral, A1C testing, BMI screening, vaccine education, business screening, Narcan distribution, and cold and flu test kits. The Latino Civic Alliance will also be there at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. today. Learn about the incredible programs, support, and opportunities available for our community. Their team will be here to answer questions and connect you with valuable resources. And that may not be all. They were still working with other agencies to come in today. So you might just be surprised at how many people are there to help you today as we make the community a little better. We know the day doesn't start right without a great bad joke. So why do the seagulls fly over the sea? If they flew over the bay, they would be bagels. In upcoming events, spring recreational soccer registration is now open. They'll be starting practices and games about 2 weeks earlier this year in hopes to ease some of the overlap between soccer, baseball, and softball. They look forward to providing another great season through your rec department. Volunteer coaches will receive 1 free participant registration. Call and talk to Russ at 509-787-3523, extension 5, or you can email recreation@quincy-washington.us, or you can find the registration link on the city's website or the rec department's Facebook page. On February 14th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., the Gorge is having a job fair for the coming summer season. There are a lot of job opportunities, including security, event staff, ADA drivers, cleaning and maintenance, sustainability coordinators, setup crew, campground ushers, campground guest services, venue ushers, venue guest services, campground supervisors, and more. Wow, that's a mouthful. For more information, check out the Gorge Amphitheater's Facebook page or email workatthegorge@livenation.com with any questions. Line dancing lessons for beginners are offered on Wednesday evenings from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the George Community Hall for $10 each lesson. Have fun learning something new and take your friends with you and learn together. That makes it even better. The Quincy Adult Cornhole League plays today and only has 1 more week left and takes place on Wednesdays 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Pioneer Elementary in the cafeteria. This is your official warning. 4 days and counting. Ladies and gentlemen, Valentine's Day is 4 days off. It is sneaking up quick this year. Quick announcement this morning. We've officially launched welcome to QuincyWA.com, the new home for your local news, events, and community stories about the 98848. Everything we talk about here on Good Morning Quincy WA now has a permanent home, from daily updates and weekend guides to school highlights and community happenings. If you live, work, or raise your family in the 98848, this site was built for you. You can check it out at welcometoQuincyWA.com. That's welcometoQuincyWA.com. Now, before we jump into this week in the Quincy Jacks Live, we're going to be covering upcoming city administration news, announcements, and then jump into Quincy Jacks sports and events that are coming down the road. Remember to get your ballot turned in on the upcoming school levy extension. Not a new or added tax. It just replaces the existing levy that funds so many of these amazing events we've been talking about today for the schools. The deadline for voting is today. Please make sure those ballots get in. Please check the Facebook page for the Quincy Animal Shelter. We still have some family friends that have not been found yet. Over the weekend, 2 large possible Pyrenees dogs were found wandering around in town, and there's still a few others looking to find their families again. Early bird season passes are now available for the brand new Quincy Aquatic Center. The 2026 summer pool passes are currently 15% off if purchased by April 30th. Either find the Quincy Rec Department on Facebook and follow the link purchased from there, or email recreation@quincy-washington.us, or call Russ at 509-787-3523, extension 5, to get your passes for your family. There's a great article on what's coming for the Quincy Rec Department this year on welcometoQuincyWA.com. I had a great sit down with Russ, and there are a lot of exciting things coming, but trust me, the pool is where everybody will want to be this year. To correct an announcement I made yesterday, the Quincy Valley Recreation and Parks District, the QVRPD board meeting, is tonight. I got that wrong yesterday. My apologies. Is today, Tuesday, February 10th at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Quincy City Hall, 104 B Street, Southwest Quincy. The Port of Quincy Commissioners meeting is Wednesday, February 11th at 4 p.m. at the Port of Quincy, 101 F Street, Southwest. This is a public town meeting hall to discuss the Port of Quincy Basin Power Project. It will provide an overview of the power of the project outline its role in strengthening long-term regional energy reliability, and highlight potential benefits for local jobs, business growth, and community resilience. Residents, businesses, and stakeholders are encouraged to participate in open dialogue and help shape the project designed to deliver lasting economic and community value. In school news, Ancient Lake's Valentine Steam Night is tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. Monument Elementary has their Steam Night on Wednesday, February 11th from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Heads up, kindergarten registration for the kiddos who will be 5 years old on or before August 31st for the 2026-2027 school year will be held at our elementary schools on February 24th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. So if you've got a child who is heading towards kindergarten this year or in the coming year, registration is the 24th. Heads up, again, because there's no school this Friday, so please don't send your kids to school. That would be awkward. Friday, February 13th and Monday, February 16th, there is no school. So enjoy a little midwinter break.
Y'all ready for this?
This week in Jack's sports news, our Quincy Lady Jacks varsity basketball team are playing in Yakima against East Valley High School today at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, our Quincy Jacks varsity basketball teams are playing at Toppenish at 6 p.m. Also, our 7th and 8th grade Lady Jacks A and B basketball teams play at home starting at 4 p.m. Our 7th and 8th grade Lady Jacks C basketball teams play in Ephrata at 4 p.m. Our middle school Jacks wrestling team competes in Moses Lake against Endeavor Middle School starting at 4 p.m. tomorrow. There's a lot going on in sports in the next 48 hours. Now let's end this morning's announcements with a great quote to get your day strong. Eckhart Tolle said, "In today's rush, we all think too much, seek too much, and want too much, and forget about the joy of just being." And that's your local update for today. Thank you for starting your morning with Good Morning Quincy, Washington, local news for the 98848 community. If you have an event, announcement, school activity, church gathering, or community update you'd like to share, we'd love to hear from you because this show is about our town, told by our people. Email us at info@thefallibleman.com. Make sure and subscribe and follow the show and share it with all your friends so that way we get as many people in our great community knowing and in the know about what's going on in our amazing area. Did you know that you can set your smart device to wake you up with Good Morning Quincy, Washington newscasts so you never miss a show? I know at least one of our listeners who has done it. If you want one place to stay connected to what's happening around town, we've launched a new home for local news and events and community stories at welcomequincywa.com. It's spelled specifically for our community. Good Morning Quincy is brought to you by The Fallible Man, LLC. Be sure and check out some of our other great shows like Driven to Thrive broadcast or the Dad Hat Shenanigans podcast. And if you're interested in being a sponsor for the show, you can connect with us at welcometoquincywa.org. That's O-R-G, or via info@thefallibleman.com. Have a great day. Take care of each other, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.